guys, welcome back to The Bright Side. Macy here, the Bright Side Girl. Today we're going to be doing my announcement for JINGLEBELLATHon for 2024. So JINGLEBELLATHon is my final readathon of the year. This one is winter, holiday, and Christmas themed. I'm sorry this video is coming up a little bit late to you. I am busy trying to transition from Halloween to Christmas, but we're here now and we're ready to talk about the readathon. First up, JINGLEBELLATHon is going to be running November 25th through December 8th. That is a full 2 weeks, a Monday through a Sunday. I had you guys vote on this on Instagram and YouTube to see what you preferred because I did not want to be doing the readathon too far into December. It's just such a busy month for me. So I gave you the option whether you wanted to do 1 week starting the week after Thanksgiving or continue with the 2 weeks and start a little early the week of Thanksgiving. You guys chose the 2 week early option, so hopefully having the time off for Thanksgiving will give you a little bit of extra time. But for those of you that don't want to start during Thanksgiving week, feel free to just join us on the second half if you want to. This readathon is the most chill, casual of all the readathons, a little bit more on the basic side just because I know it's such a busy time for everyone with the holidays and winter season and winter break and all those different kinds of things. My husband's birthday is actually in December as well, so we just have a lot going on. So I try to keep this one a little bit more chill and a little bit more simple. We have reading challenges and physical challenges, so we'll talk about those first. The first reading challenge is a winter mystery. You can go a lot of different ways for this. You can use like a murder mystery, you could use a thriller, you can use a cozy mystery, a middle grade mystery. I'm going to try to have a recommendation video or at least an Instagram reel with some recommendations for you guys of different kinds of mysteries that are set around the winter time. It does not have to be holiday related, but we would prefer it to be around the winter months. Reading challenge number 2 is presents on the cover. I usually go through my list of all the books that I have for Christmas and winter and see kind of what they have in common, and a lot of them have a present on the cover. Now, it doesn't have to be the main focal point. It could just be like a tiny little present in the corner, but some kind of present or wrapping or gift on the cover will be great for this one. Challenge number 3 is a fun one. It is an adapted book. So you want to read something that has been adapted to a movie, and this will coincide with one of the physical challenges that we're going to talk about in a second. I do have a holiday winter book to movie adaptation video that I will link down below in the description as well as up in the card. If you guys need a few ideas, I may do again another little Instagram reel for this one as well. There are so many winter, Christmas, holiday books that have been adapted, like way more than you think. So I thought this would be a good one. Challenge number 4 is Christmas in the title. Again, I went through that list and so many holiday books have Christmas in the title. I will count Xmas for this. I will also count other holidays if you want to insert your own, whatever you prefer, like Diwali or Hanukkah. Those will count as well if you want something nice and easy for the readathon. And then challenge number 5, I got a little bit creative and hopefully it's not too complicated, but it is to read a wrapped book. I will have a couple different ways that you can do this. I think what I'm going to do, because I am really familiar with the holiday books that I own, is I'm going to make my regular TBR plan, and then I'm going to take whatever is left over and a few things that I get from the library. I'm going to give them to Jeff, my husband, and I'm going to have him wrap one of them for me, and then I will open it either during the TBR video or during the readathon vlog. So you can just go to the library, grab a few Christmas books, give them to a friend or a spouse or a sister or a brother, have them wrap one for you, and that will be one of the books that you're reading for the week. You can totally skip this category if it doesn't sound fun to you or if you feel like it's too hard, but I thought this would be a good way to kind of mix it up and maybe do a little bit of a surprise. As per usual, you can combine all of these challenges if you want. You do not have to read 5 individual books, so you could do a winter mystery with Christmas in the title, a present on the cover that is also an adapted book. The wrapped one will be a little hard to put in here, but you can make it work if you want to. But either way, you do not have to read 5 individual books for each challenge. I will link any holiday, Christmas, winter recommendation videos that I already have down below in the description. There's going to be a lot of information down there, so make sure you check it out. I will have all the reading challenges, physical challenges, links to the graphics and the Spotify playlist and all that stuff, so make sure you're checking out that description. Next up is the physical challenges. These are pretty easy and somewhat similar to years past. So challenge number 1 is to give a book as a gift. There are a lot of ways that you can do this inexpensively. You can give a book that you no longer want from your own shelf. You can get one from a Goodwill. You can do book book outlet or somewhere inexpensive so you don't have to like buy a brand new book and give it to someone. You can donate a book to a library, you can give it to a friend or a family member, but give a book in some way. You could even give someone an ebook. I just thought this would be a nice little way to maybe surprise someone. Challenge number 2 is to watch an adaptation. This of course goes with our reading challenge, so preferably you would read a book that has an adaptation and then watch the adaptation during the holiday season. Challenge number 3 is to bake cookies. Now if you're not a baker and you're not ready to delve into that skill yet, you can just get the little Pillsbury cookie ones, or you can just go to a bakery and get cookies, but I thought this would be something cozy to do during the holiday season. Challenge number 4 is send a holiday card, preferably to someone that you haven't sent one to in a while. Even if you're not sending out Christmas or holiday cards this year, just send one card to somebody, maybe your grandma, maybe a friend you haven't talked to in a while, maybe even an old neighbor, somebody that you feel like would really appreciate the surprise. It's always nice to get some holiday cards in the mail, especially from people you haven't heard from in a while. Then challenge number 5 is a Christmas craft. This can be as hard or as easy as you want to make it. They have little crafting holiday kits at Hobby Lobby and Michael's and a bunch of various places that make it super easy, or you can get super creative and do something on your own, but some kind of holiday craft I thought would be fun. Next, make sure you're following me on Instagram at The Bright Side Girl, because I host the majority of my readathons on there. I post a lot of things in my stories, like what I'm reading, what I'm doing, and I also share a lot of anybody else that's participating. The hashtag for the readathon is going to be hashtag JINGLEBELLATHon. We will have 2 weeks of photo challenges as per usual. These are extra easy and simple. You do not have to do them all if you don't want to. You don't have to do any if you don't want to. Each one will get you an entry into my giveaway that is US only, so just keep that in mind. The first giveaway is going to be books and goodies that are all holiday and winter themed, and the second one will just be books. The only rules for the Instagram photo challenges needs to be on your current feed and not just your stories, and it needs to be some kind of actual photo or graphic. I will not accept just a screenshot close-up of the book that you're reading. It needs to be either an actual picture of a book or some kind of graphic that you've made on Canva or something if you do it digitally. If you also read on e-reader, you can put the cover of the book that you're reading on your e-reader and take a picture of that. You can literally just hold it up outside next to your shelves on a blanket. It doesn't have to be anything like super complicated and fancy. Instagram allows you to schedule posts in advance. I usually schedule at least half of mine so that I can interact with you guys and share things easier without having to worry about posting every single day, but I already have them like ready to go. This is also a really good way to make some new Instagram friends, maybe grow your account if that's something you're interested in, and also get some great TBR recommendations. So even if you don't participate in the photo challenges, make sure that you are following me and keeping up with the stories, because I share everybody's photos in my stories every day. Make sure that you tag me in your photos. Doing the @ with my name is not tagging. That will notify me. It puts in my little notifications. However, because we're doing the readathon and I'm getting so many notifications per day with people commenting and using that, I often don't see it. To tag me in your photos, it will be right before you hit post. There's a little edit section and you can hit the little people icon and actually tag me directly in the photo before you hit post. This will send it to me in a message automatically. You don't have to do anything, and it will keep it in my little others folder on my page. So that way, if I am behind and I'm not posting things as regularly, it will always be there either in my messages or in my little folder, so that I don't have to go and hunt through the notifications and possibly miss it. Hopefully that makes sense. I'll try to do a little picture tutorial on Instagram just in case you aren't familiar with what I'm talking about. That way it just makes sure that I see your photos, because if I don't see them, I can't enter you in the giveaway and I won't be able to share them. So I want to share as many as possible because you guys do such a good job and it's a great way to make more friends. As per usual, we have graphics for the readathon. I went a little bit more simple but cozy this year. So we have currently reading, currently listening, currently watching, finished reads, the invite, and a bunch of different things like that. They are mostly formatted for your stories. A couple of them are formatted for your regular Instagram page. I will link the Google Drive graphic folder so you guys can download them directly. This is the best way to get the prettiest version of the graphic, and it's totally free, but I will also share them in my stories today, and you can just screenshot them through my stories. I'll make a little highlight reel for the graphics on my Instagram page as well, in case you're seeing this a little bit later after the stories have expired. But the best way to get them is to go through that Google Drive folder, which will be in every Jingle-Bellathon related video, as well as linked on my Instagram and in my highlights. I will also pin the reading challenges. I will also pin the reading challenges on Instagram so that you can access them directly in case you need to see them a little bit quicker. Be sure and check out my how to do a readathon video that I did earlier this year. This is specifically for my readathons and how we do them like a tiny bit differently. This is the easiest way to have the most fun, to read the most books, and to just participate and just make friends and have a grand old time. The The goal of the readathon mostly is to have fun, submerge yourself in a theme, and hopefully read a little bit more than you normally do. But keep in mind, everybody's lifestyles and abilities are totally different, so whether you read one book for the readathon or 55, you did a great job and it totally counts. I usually read a ton because I am able to do audiobooks pretty much like all day long while I'm working and doing housework and all kinds of things. And also I feel like it's more fun during a reading vlog to see me read like a lot of things. And I also do a lot of short things and graphic novels, but you don't have to do it that way. You can pick one big book if you want to and just read that for the whole readathon. You don't have to do the reading challenges, the photo challenges, any of that. You can make it as easy or as hard as you want to make it. Try not to compare yourself too much with others because everybody has like a different situation and a different goal, but that video is very helpful for all things my readathons. I also have a Jinglebellathon holiday playlist. This is just a Christmas music playlist that we use for the readathon. This is not to listen to while you're reading, but it's just something you can do in between or while you're driving around to get you in the festive spirit. I did do these on Spotify and they will be linked down below in the description. I will also link a couple holiday winter themed ambiances that you can put on your TV or your laptop while you're reading that give you those kind of cozy fireplace winter cottage vibes. I like to do these while I am physically reading, especially. So fun to have on in the background. Some of them have a little bit of light music that just makes it like a soothing fun time. I will be vlogging the full 2 weeks of the readathon. I have some activities, crafts, baking, decorating, all kinds of plans that we're gonna do. I've already started all my holiday activities, so we're just gonna continue on through the readathon. I will be talking about all the books that I'm reading. I will have one vlog per week. They will be out hopefully in a somewhat timely manner. I have a lot of other holiday winter videos coming your way. I'll have a TBR, I'll have a haul, I'll have some more recommendations, so stay tuned for all of that and make sure that you are subscribed. I hear sometimes YouTube unsubscribes people, so make sure that even if you think you're subscribed that you double check. Share this video with all of your bookish winter holiday loving friends. The more people that join, the more fun that we have, and the more the readathons grow, the more I can make them even more fun and big and exciting. So I'd really appreciate it if you guys would like, share, and subscribe. That would help me out so much. So let me know if you guys are excited for the readathon. Stay tuned for lots of more fun holiday themed content coming your way. I know you guys were really excited for this last announcement. My huge 2025 announcement will come out the first week of January for all the readathons for next year, and we have some really exciting plans. So stay tuned for that as well. Thank you again so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time on the bright side.